Today, we will travel to Japan with you. 1997 Japan. Technology was still developing, street cameras were rare, and people trusted each other more than ever. But that sense of safety disappeared the night one young woman vanished without a trace. Nothing would be the same after that night. 7-year-old Nakamura Sora was quiet, introverted, and preferred solitude. She worked as an assistant librarian at a local university and had a strict daily routine. 19, she left work. 1925, she arrived home. 20, she wrote in her small black journal. But something changed during the last week before she vanished. Her mother later said,
"She began checking the door 5, sometimes 6 times. She kept saying someone was watching her. I thought she was just stressed."
Her black journal from that week was filled with disturbing notes.
He knows my name. I don't know how. Saw someone outside my window. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I don't think so. Someone watched me at the library today. I felt his eyes between the bookshelves.
Police later counted 38 similar entries. The 16th of July, 1997, 8:17 p.m. Sora left work. She bought coffee and a bottle of water from a convenience store, then walked home through the narrow alley she always used. But something was different that night. A restaurant owner, Kido-san, said,
"She kept looking behind her, like someone was following her."
Around 9:03 p.m., a neighbor reported seeing a man in dark clothing walking slowly towards Sora's apartment. At 9:14 p.m., Sora's life stopped being traceable. Inside her apartment, police found her shoes neatly placed, a warm teapot on the counter, a half-written note on the table. This proved she had reached home. But her black journal was missing. There were no signs of forced entry, no struggle, no footprints. She simply disappeared between 1 minute and the next. At first, police assumed she had left willingly. It wasn't uncommon for young women to travel suddenly, switch jobs, or move. But after 48 hours, her bank cards were unused. Her phone stayed off. She had taken no clothes, no luggage. She had not asked for leave at work. Only then was the case reclassified as a possible abduction. 2 weeks later, a tiny convenience store near her workplace turned over a grainy videotape. In the footage, Sora appears, almost running. She keeps looking back. A man is following her from a distance. He wears dark clothes and a mask. In his right hand, he is holding something shaped like a journal. Investigators froze the frame dozens of times. It looked exactly like Sora's missing black notebook. More disturbing, the man stops, turns his head, and looks directly into the camera. Then he walks away calmly, like he knew exactly what he was doing. The investigation quickly focused on Hirano Jiro, 34, an unemployed loner who spent most of his days in the university library, specifically in the section where Sora worked. Over 2 years, he had entered the library 112 times. Sora's colleagues said,
"He stared at her too much. Sometimes he followed her to the exit. She said he made her uncomfortable."
Police searched Jiro's apartment. What they found was alarming. 5 hidden photographs of Sora. A city map with routes to Sora's home marked in red. Notes like, "Wednesday she walks alone," 19 leaves work, and most disturbing, an empty black notebook, identical to Sora's. But Jiro denied everything.
I never hurt her. I admired her. That's all.
There was no DNA, no eyewitness placing him with Sora that night. Legally, he couldn't be arrested. In summer 1998, a group of children found an old wooden box inside an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Fukuoka. Inside was a dusty, bent black journal. It was Sora's. The last pages were terrifying.
He talked to me here. He said my name's Sora. You won't forget me next time, he said. If someone finds this journal, I've seen him before. Maybe not recently, maybe when I was young.
The final page had a reddish-brown stain. It was never confirmed whether it was blood. In 2021, Detective Miki Sato reopened the cold case. After studying the journal, he proposed a new theory. Sora's stalker wasn't a random stranger. He was someone connected to her past. Sora's mother then confessed something she had hidden. When Sora was 12 years old, a man broke into their home. He had called her by her name. That case was never solved. The connections were unsettling. The man's behavior, the watching, the obsession, the calling of her name. And what's worse, 2 other women in the region had similar stalking incidents. One of them was later found dead. Another is still missing. In both cases, their journals disappeared. Just like Sora's. The disappearance of Nakamura Sora remains one of Japan's most chilling unsolved mysteries. Her journal ends with a line that still freezes the hearts of detectives. If I disappear, it won't be an accident. He will come for me. I should have known. He always knew where to find me.